You, my gorgeous Gemini, have been waiting for this. I am talking about the 13th of August and onwards. What is going to happen on the 13th of August and what is going to happen onwards? Well, let me tell you, for once, you are going to be rewarded for your patience. Number 2, this is the moment you have been waiting for. Number 3, it is to do with an important resolution of a problem. It's about the conclusion that you are going to have. It's just going to seem like, oh my God, why didn't I do this before? Why didn't I pay attention to certain things, around your lives, because you will see that there were like a few different signs that you had prior to this moment, and these hidden signs that you had at the same time, you weren't able to kind of understand at the time. So now this is all going to start making sense, because most certainly is the moment when the puzzle, just one little puzzle, is going to come, it's going to land, it's going to place itself in the picture where it was missing. But this moment in time, something magical is going to happen, something magical is going to take place, something remarkable is going to take place, because it's going to affect your balance in so many different ways. The picture will be completely different once that little missing puzzle comes in. And what is this going to do? Well, what is actually going to do? It is going to reveal the whole new possibilities. It is going to reveal the whole new option. It is going to reveal the whole new opportunities. But my babies, I'm saying is the 13th of August until the end of the month. So you've got all this time to play with. You've got all this time to focus. You've got all this time to follow your intuition, to pay attention to what is on your mind every single morning, in particular from the beginning or from the 13th until the end of the actual August. Just pay attention. You know how much I say it's important to try to recognize the special messages that we are having every single morning, because we are in touch with our subconscious mind like there is no tomorrow. So this reflects on us, on our decision making, on our understanding of our life, about our lives and the things around us, and especially when we are making important decisions. Because something is going to be revealed to you in the morning, and what's going to be revealed to you, it is just going to surprise you, because it is just going to provide you with a clear direction, but at the same time it's to do with a long and ongoing and unknown problem that you need to work on. And now something is just going to seem so simple, what is going to be revealed to you one morning. As soon as you open your eyes, you're just going to be able to connect to that particular situation, to that particular problem, and you're not going to be able to explain it. As soon as you open your gorgeous little eyes, my gorgeous Gemini, you will know that at the same time, this is just everything is going to be pointing down to this particular problem that was slowing you down, and it was making you feel really uncomfortable, but also you were blaming yourself, that you took the wrong turn and you didn't do something wrong. So now, just suddenly, out of the blue, something, the actual clear resolution to that problem is going to be revealed. But going back to the actual 13th of August, it's all about the actual conclusion that you are going to have almost immediately, my babies. Immediately, it's going to start making you feel like rejuvenated, and certain things are going to start making sense. But it's the healing, beautiful process of healing, which is going to start at the same time, which means that on the 13th, 14th, and 15th of August, these 3 days are going to be absolutely super important when it comes to a bit of a meditation, when it comes to a little bit of a grounding, when it comes to you going into the forest. You know how important the nature is for us. You know how important the forest is for us. Us being part of the nature, us benefiting from the nature like there is no tomorrow. And it's also going to be ridiculously important for your own rejuvenation, because by grounding yourself, by placing yourself in the nature, by trying to meditating somewhere, or even meditating at home, or trying to go into the nature, this is going to be also just as important, because there is going to be the certain vision that you are going to have, and that vision is on one hand going to be connected to the certain self-denial, but as the time goes by, it is all going to start making sense more and more and more. This is because you're also entering an important portal, but most importantly, by the time you get to the end of the month, it's all about this actual invocation that you're going to have, that you're going to start, which is purely coming to this focus and perspective that you are going to become aware of. It is going to give you the clear sign and signal what exactly to do when it comes to something that you were blaming yourself and then in the past that you did, like the certain wrong turn that made you be part of this situation. It's all going to make sense, but most certainly it's going to provide you with a clear adjustment, with a compromise that you are going to have, but also it's to do with an inspiration. You, my gorgeous Gemininis, are very, very powerful in so many different ways. Your energy is very strong, your energy is very significant, my gorgeous Gemini. And I said there's so many very famous people around the world who are absolutely gorgeous, incredible in so many different ways. And of course they are Geminis, and this is nothing unusual. Your energy is very strong, your energy is very powerful. There are two within you, there are two inside you. So that's why you are like a double strong. You see, sometimes it can kind of work against you because it can make you quite rather indecisive. But then sometimes when the balance is just right, you're like on top of the world. Indeed. There is a bit more to the 13th of August, my gorgeous Gemini. You know, I'm sorry, but there is some kind of little bastard that is actually going to be revealed. Little bastard, you know, little snaky snake in the grassy. Someone is maybe going to try to take a little advantage of you. So I need you to have your eyes open again, and I need you to be aware of this. This is important. Someone is gonna... It's a bit of a yin-yang moment because someone is going to try to take an advantage of you, and then this is just going to make you realize, oh my God. So this is the moment when you're going to have like, oh my God, there is some little user, someone who is not very good. It's going to show themselves. You see, it's to do with dishonesty, and it's to do with a little hidden danger, and it's also to do with insincerity, you know. So be very, very careful because someone, I'm sorry, I have to say, but someone is going to try to take an advantage of you, my gorgeous people. My gorgeous Gemini. So please try to be aware of it, because you're going to find this super beneficial. But really, honestly, my Lord, this is so important. Gemini, I don't know how to stress this, because a lot is slowly things started to change for you. Recently, you had a really good news. You had something very important that happened to you also. It was a quite enlightening moment, but in particular when it comes to something that you have been waiting for. And this is more like to do with a waiting game, and the waiting game was slowly over. You were aware of it, like there is no tomorrow. But now it is from the 13th until the end of the month. It's all about the future opportunities that you are going to have ahead. You know, this is such a vibrant time of your life. I really need you to understand. Don't ignore nonsense around you. Ignore things that are happening that we can't do anything basically by ourselves. The things that, you know, we have nothing to do with, like things in the world, things around the world. Just think positive and be as open-minded and think about your personal situation, because there is a lot that is going to happen to you when it comes to your personal unfoldment. But there are also new understanding that you are going to have that are going to be connected to this, and later on are going to be very influential when you make an important decision. But I will say that from the 13th of August until the end of that month, you really need to understand that this is all about the future. This is an important time about the future. Very important time about the future, my gorgeous Geminis. I need you to understand this. Two major things are going to happen. Two major things are just going to be so important, which is going to change your life. It's going to change the way you live. It's going to help to change your lifestyle, but in the best possible way. Things that need to change, they will start changing. This is what I'm saying. So that's why focus on yourself and try to ignore anything on the outside that could like burst your little spiritual bubble and make you uncertain. It's unnecessary, so you just ignore it. This is all about you, my gorgeous Gemini. You are entering the whole new portal as well this month, and September it's going to be even more remarkable, more important. But visually things are going to be like, oh my God, right in front of you. Now this is all about this powerful unfoldment that you're going to have. The future something really remarkable about your future will be revealed in between the 13th of August and until the end of that month. And it's to do with the opportunities ahead, but also it's to do with a certain coming events. You need to be part of it. You need to be part of it. You need to be part of it. Do not ignore anything. Throw yourself everywhere, my gorgeous Geminis. That's my advice. Throw yourself everywhere. Do everything. Do anything. If you are running outside, if you do jogging, even if it's like a raining, even if it's like a thunder, just go for it. Just throw yourself into all sorts of opportunities. I'm saying this, because there are important events that are going to be coming, but it's to do with new, basically, plans, and also most certainly. So this is to do with the future and opportunities ahead. You need to know this, and it's important because this is a lot to do with your unfoldment and personal development and the opportunities that you are going to become aware of. Okay, sorry, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Gemini, my gorgeous Geminini, and it's for August 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful, my powerful Geminini, and it's for August 2020. And of course that your number is number 21. Do you know what? Number 21 in numerology, it's covering your whole months. Oh my God, it's very complex, and it's going to be a very complex month, and it's going to be a very powerful month. By complex, I mean that you are going to be wondering where your energy is coming from. You're going to be wondering where your strength is coming from. You're going to be wondering how come you've got so much confidence to focus on those things in those areas of your life that you were uncertain about. Just follow it through. You will be guided by your angels. You will be guided by your spirit guide. Your subconscious mind is going to be superb when it comes to your own reflection, so that in return it's going to be guiding you. It's brilliant. On another hand, number 21 means that you will do something so mind-blowing, so amazing, and it's to do with the beginning. It's to do with some kind of continuation, but it's also to do with doing with your life and working on it and doing things that make you so proud, and also the people around you, people in your life are gonna be so proud of you. It's so important. The 21, not only you will feel proud about yourself, but the people in your life are gonna feel proud about yourself. Let me just tell you one more thing. 21 also means that you're gonna be noticed by the right person. You are going to be noticed by the right person, and who this right person is, it's to do with a waiting game, my gorgeous Gemininis. It's to do with a waiting game. You will wait and you will see exactly how this is going to unfold. These things happen slowly but surely when we are going through an important portal, but also at the same time when we are reaching quite significant completion, and when there is a completion of our journey, then there is the new beginning. Yep, you've got it right. It's to do with your own transformation. Number 21, it's about the powerful recognition, honor that you're going to feel, but most importantly, it's the certain capability of yours that you're going to need to pay attention to. The certain capability of yours, it's something that you're so good about, something that you're so special about, something that makes you different, and this is something that you're going to need to pay attention to in order to fly like an angel, my gorgeous Gemini. It's important to say it's about your capability, but also it's to do with an absolutely remarkable moment in time when it comes to the reward from the hard work and success at the same time. You will what is going to be a driving force is the energy that you're going to feel, the driving force that you are going to feel, and also the fact that it's that much more of the revelation that you're going to have, that you will become so certain about something. It's about the ultimate change, huge change, big change in your life, and you will know this, okay? It's brilliant. because not that long ago the things already started slowly unfolding for you, but the actual August, it's going to boost your confidence, and that in itself is going to boost your power. And it's also, the time over the last few months, where you felt a bit of a lack of ambition, and things like that. This is going to be remarkable, and it's going to be directly connected to this particular situation. In particular, when it comes to your creativity, beginning and start of something very important, it's going to take place, and it's to do with the actual gain. It's to do with like the beginning of a meaningful experience, which is just going to give you an idea, but most certainly it's going to be like an adventure. But also, this is your life, and it's going to be brilliant. Very beautiful jump you're going to have. Indeed, this is representing a swift change. And at the same time, when you hear about the swift change, especially when it comes to the things that have been very slow, pay attention to the actual advice that you are going to have at the same time. It's going to be remarkable, and it's going to come from someone very special in your life, but it's going to surprise you the way you're going to get this, the way you're going to receive this, the way you're going to perceive this. Something is going to be very interesting indeed. On another hand, this is the time, number 21 also means that it's time of the actual an important security, when it comes to your personal safety as well. And it's the green light. Go, go, go. Carry on, carry on, carry on. Just remember, ignore everything around you and carry on with things that you should be doing. Indeed, I will just say it, it is very important moment when it comes to the family, something will take place in the family. Or if you haven't got a family, maybe there will be like your best friends, like people who mean to you so much. But something is going to happen, and it's going to require your input. Something is going to require your edit. It's quite significant for you to pay attention to it, because, later on you will have a very significant and special reward throughout this situation. But most certainly it's about the actual family matters that is going to take place. And also you will be challenged a little bit when it comes to these family matters, but you just have to understand things. Sometimes, some people can be weird, can be strange, and sometimes even some people don't know why they reacted in the way that they reacted, and it's just, sometimes people just act in a certain way, and it's very difficult to explain why, and it all depends. But it's just basically, it's important for you to just basically try to avoid any conflict or anything like that. On another hand, it is just the 21. It's, please remember this is sacred, Gemini. Regardless what's going on, regardless what's happening, regardless how things are, regardless how things unfolded, regardless where things are going, you stop here, my gorgeous Gemini. This is all about you. This is a very ridiculously powerful month when it comes to you. So this is what I want to stress. It's about the new possibilities that you are going to have, and they will be manifesting themselves when you least expect it. And this is why this is so interesting. Number 21, it's purely saying that a new personal issue is about to reach a resolution, and an annoying personal issue that affected you so bloody much, it's about to reach a personal resolution, and that in itself, it's also going to reveal the certain stage where you're going to realize that nothing will come out of this particular situation. So something is slowly going to come to the end, so it's going to need your readjustment. On another hand, you will be a little bit challenged, and when you're challenged this month, just remember, step out of your comfort zone, my gorgeous Gemininis. You're powerful, you're strong, you're very significant. As I said, there are two of you within you. You're very strong, you're very powerful when the balance is just right. When you step out of your comfort zone, you're actually absolutely ridiculously powerful. So just remember, when you're dealing with a challenging situation, problem, or issue, step out of your comfort zone. This is very important. Be bold and make the first move. You will remember this. On another hand, new possibilities you will have this month, new relationships, okay, and new approaches to the old problems. This is nothing unusual, because this is going to come through the new knowledge that you received and you've got over the last couple of months. Okay, it is just, I have to say, you know, it's remarkable, you know, because the self-illumination is going to be very strong, and at around the 26th of the month, at around the 26th of August, there is going to be a bit of a hermit moment that you're going to have, and this in itself, it's a blessing indeed, because the hermit moment, it's not only about us, only like, oh yeah, I'm just going to be by myself, yeah, la 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 la. No, it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about you reaching very deep level with yourself, within yourself, when it comes to your own subconscious mind, and that in reflect of that helps you to reflect in a completely different way, and that in itself helps you to understand your life from a completely different angle, and this is everything. So little hermit mode that you're going to have, it's going to help you to self-illuminate yourself, and on another hand, it's going to help you realize what you're in self-denial about, you know, and that is going to be followed by some kind of a ritual which is going to surprise you. Perhaps you're going to witness some kind of ritual, perhaps you're going to listen about certain ritual, perhaps you're going to watch something and it's going to involve certain ritual, but that at the same time, it's going to be an important sign for you that there's some kind of idea. You should be paying attention to the certain idea at the same time, because it's important when it comes to the actual synchronicity to pay attention to these things, but at the same time, you know, it's all about prosperity, well-being, luxury, and very important comfort, in particular when it comes to your security. This is wonderful. Okay, now I was going to say, when it comes to those of you who are actually wondering about health, this is super important. You're going to need something to flush out the toxins out of your body. Please try to get something like organic dandelion tea or organic nettle tea. They're fantastic, natural organic dandelion tea or a nettle tea. Ideally, this is what I would do. Ideally, I would go outside, and I would just find my own, like a nettle tea, and I would pick it, or a dandelion, and I would make a dandelion tea. But then if you can't, because you put your energy in, and then it's just so much better with your own vibration, but you can still get it like somewhere in the shop, and if you can't pick it up yourself, but it's going to be just as good for you basically to flush out the toxins, and it's going to be quite good for your stomach and digestion, because your digestion is going to be quite sensitive as well. And what else I was going to say to get for this digestion would be to get like a natural dose of B vitamins. It's absolutely remarkable and very beneficial when it comes to our digestive system. And also aloe vera juice. You could be sipping aloe vera juice like once a day. It's remarkable because it has got like a very soothing effect on the stomach and digestion at the same time, and it contains like really beautiful and powerful vitamins that are super beneficial for your stomach and your digestion. On another hand, something to boost your immune system. I know I said this millions of times, I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it again. Try to take something like organic acerola cherry powder, little powder which is natural, without any horrible chemicals or horrible fillers, unnecessary, and take this once a day. Just basic organic acerola cherry powder, natural natural zinc also, and natural vitamin D. Vitamin D, zinc, and vitamin C are all going to work really beautifully and really powerfully to actually boost your immune system. Very, very powerful combination. And on another hand, I would just ask you to get like a little bit of extra calcium and magnesium for your bones as well. It's going to work really well with the natural vitamin D. And please try to avoid toothpaste with fluoride and mouthwash with fluoride. Try to get toothpaste without fluoride and mouthwash without fluoride, because fluoride is not good for your teeth. Okay, and I would just ask you to try to get without toothpaste and mouthwash without fluoride, because your gums, inside your gums and your teeth, are going to be sensitive throughout this month. So vitamin C that I recommended and the actual zinc are going to work really wonderful for your gum healing as well. If you're on any other medications, if you are pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, just check with your doctor, check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. Darling, leave a light on for me. I'll be there. You see, I just go off. So now, darling, leave a light on for me. I'll be there today, you close the door. Darling, leave a light on for me. Bam, bam, ba, 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 ba. Darling, leave a light on for me. I'll be there before you close the door to give you all the love that you need. Darling, leave a light on for me. I'll be there before you close the door to give you all the love that you need. Gemini, la, la, na, na. The 2nd of August, because I have to remember the words first. The 2nd of August is going to be remarkable, my gorgeous Geminis, because it's about a wise moment, you know. This wise moment, it's also going to come from the actual perfect balance that you're going to feel within the first couple of days in order to make a quite significant decision, and you're already going to feel that strength. You're already going to feel that power of the changes that the actual August and the beginning of August is going to bring to you. It's all about this energy. It's all about the harmony that it's also going to work with your balance so beautifully, because you're about to make a very wise, sound judgment. It's to do with the serene knowledge, but also it's to do with the common sense, but most certainly it's to do with you waiting for the right moment, for the right time, you know, because you were kind of uncertain, and that in itself is going to be brilliant, because the certain hidden emotion is going to come to the surface, and you are going to need to be practical and analytical, and this is so good because it's going to help you to release yourself, you know, from the stage and from the parts of your life that frequently keep you too restrained. And when something keeps you really restrained, it means that you're unhappy about, and when you're unhappy about certain things in your life, then it means that you should cut them out of your life, or you should change them, you know. It means that they slowly came to an end karmically. So this is a good sign, you know. What is going to be revealed here too is how to deal with somebody also being ignorant, you know, somebody being ignorant around you. It's going to kind of like surprise you a little bit, but you just need to be really smart and try to avoid any type of conflict that you may have. That in itself, it's going to be connected to a very brave situation, you know, because you're going to respond in a certain way. You're going to hear this news here, and the news that you are going to hear, it's going to require from you to kind of like a follow through, and you're going to surprise yourself because you're just going to go for it. Normally you would just wait, but now you will be very brave, and a certain capacity is going to be revealed here, because this is the time over the last 8 months that was connected to the certain crisis, you know, that was connected to the certain calamity, that was connected to the certain conflict and domination, and maybe really negative news, you know, and you just needed a little bit of closure, and that was like kind of like a very much so connected to like maybe you feeling really guilty, or kind of like a self-punishment, but not you feeling really guilty or feeling really negative. But trust me, things just happening the way they're happening for really good reasons. Your power will become evident at the same time, because by the time because this is the time, this is how you're gonna reach a personal issue is going to reach an important resolution. This is going to be the pathway through which you are going to be able to reach this, and that in return is going to provide you with a very important vision, you know. Amazing, remarkable. The second important date, my gorgeous Gemini, it's actually going to be the 17th of August. Now, the 17th of August, if you're wondering about a certain departure, the answer is yes. Just go for it. Now, it's to do with a certain departure, my gorgeous Gemini, you know, on the 17th of August. And any question that you have, if you're wondering yourself something, if you're uncertain and it requires the certain departure, most certainly the answer is yes, my baby, yes. The answer is yes, most certainly. So even if it's like about 5 minutes away, even if it's 10 minutes away, even if it's like in a nearby village, you know, or something like that, just go for it, because something will come to you, in particular when it comes to recognition. You know, you're going to be able to recognize something by doing this, believe me or not. But also the 17th of August is going to be connected to the actual advancement into the unknown. The certain alteration it's going to be required, but you're not going to feel confidence. You're not going to feel the time is right because it's connected to unknown things. You know, you will not be too certain. But then again, this happens when we are going through, when we feel creative, you know, when we are having completion in the beginning at the same time, when we are having a personal transformation, but also it's happening when we are going through our transition, change, you know. And also when the reversal takes place, you know, reversal of things that have been keeping you bored, reversal of those things that have been making you negative, you know. And this is why it is just to do with an abandonment, you know, a little sacrifice that you're going to become aware of. But this is needed for your own personal readjustment, which is going to lead towards your regeneration and rebirth. This is when things become even more interesting for you, my gorgeous Gemininis, because 17th of August is going to reveal an invitation or opportunity that you're going to become aware of. An invitation or opportunity is soon going to arise, you know, and you are going to be aware of this on the 17th of August. And this is brilliant. It's going to be connected to the actual arrival. It's going to be connected to the certain approach. You're going to need to change your approach a little bit, but you're clever. You will know what to do. But on another hand, it's to do with the actual advancement. It's to do with a certain appeal, but also it's to do with an important request, which is going to bring you a little bit of a challenge into your life, but that is just all about a powerful proposition that you're going to have at the end of that. It's to do with what you're experienced about. It's to do with what you're successful about. It's also to do with an important, reliable person who will be playing a quite significant role here, but also the very wise time, in particular when it comes to the actual wise investment. The third important date, my gorgeous Gemininis, is going to be on the 27th of August. It's all about being very creativity, you know. And you will feel very creative on the 27th and the 28th of August. These both days are going to be quite good, you know. Even if you feel really low and down, you know, as soon as you do that spiritual knock, or as soon, with another words, as soon as you throw yourself into all sorts of situations, you will do absolutely fine. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can affect you. But my point is that your creativity that you're going to feel on the 27th of August is just basically also going to help you make you realize, like, oh my God, a bit of a tower situation, you know, an unexpected situation. It's actually going to happen and you maybe will not like it, you know. It's to do with a complete and sudden change, you know, and it's also to do with a certain abandonment of the certain relationships in your life. But then again, it's going to come through your own realization and end of something, you know. It's going to happen through these unexpected events, you know. It's to do with a little bit of a downfall, you know, but then at the same time, it's going to cause like a loss of stability. But this, you know, situation, it's actually not going to affect you at all. It's going to work in your favor. First, it's going to make you like, oh my God. It's more to do with the changes that you're going to be like, kind of like that is going to make you feel like a little bit uneasy, you know. It's to do with uncertainty, but you are most certainly going to be absolutely fine, because this is going to work in your favor, because it's to do with things that slowly came to an end in your life. And also the 27th and 28th is going to be equally important when it comes to the justice. This is going to be so important to you. This is going to be so personal to you. This is almost immediately going to boost your confidence, and immediately you will know what to do. Powerful decision you will be able to make. But it's to do with a proper balance that you are going to have, a harmony and a very, very special reward at the same time. You know, special reward at the same time. And also it's to do with the actual powerful advice that you are going to get at the same time. So pay attention what you are going to be told. It is going to be very interesting, but very important for the actual growth, progress in your life, and also powerful, successful dealings. You know, you will know the results of efforts are nearly due, but also at the same time certain reorganization. You're not going to need to pay attention to what you need to change, what you need to reorganize in your life at the same time. This is to do with your success. It's to do with finding yourself in a very good way when it comes to material attainment, finding yourself in an advanced stage indeed, and that is going to reflect on your health, that is going to reflect on your personal difficulty, which is slowly going to come to an end, and that is going to reflect on your stability. It's wonderful because it's to do something that you were waiting for the last 9 to 10 months to actually happen, something that you were waiting for the last 10 months to actually do again, because you again thought that you made a mistake somewhere on the line. So now this is going to be fantastic, and it's going to require, as I said before, to step out of your comfort zone. Indeed, very, very important, my gorgeous Gemininis, you see. So now I'm just gonna, I needed to do this. Darling, leave a light on for me. I'll be there before you close the door to give you Darling, leave a light on for me. I'll be there before you close the door to give you all the love that you need. Okay, my gorgeous Gemininis, you see flexibility. This is brilliant, you know. It's going to help you so much. This time, at the end of August, it's going to be brilliant because it's going to work out for you so beautifully when it comes to making the necessary edits that are going to reflect so much later on. And you will see and understand why you felt so maybe low or down or frequently too restrained, because this is going to be the step for sure in the right direction. The first part of August is going to bring you like a very brave feeling, you know, and a daring situation. Anything that you feel daring about, you know, you should just go for it, because out of the daring situation there is the adventure going to come. And not only that, that adventure is going to be absolutely superb when it comes to dealing with a person who's kind of trying to manipulate you a little bit. So this is also going to, the certain spiritual guru or spiritual teacher is going to have a special message for you. It's not going to be directly said to you, but it's going to be repeating on your mind. Something is going to be repeating on your mind, and you will know exactly what to do. It's going to help you to deal with the actual burden in your life on another, because this is like a burden basically, and that came through maybe by avoiding certain responsibilities because you thought that the time wasn't right. So now this is all going to rebalance itself a little bit. On another hand, you know, an amazing moment when it comes to someone is going to praise you, and this is going to be fantastic, you know, honor, some kind of honor you're going to get and receive, and this is going to mean so much to you. And it's also going to give you this beautiful fresh energy, in particular when it comes to delays and lack of motivation. Maybe you weren't praised by the right person, you know, and now this is going to happen, and it's just gonna confirm something so important to you. But most importantly, it's just all about the actual inspiration and potential that you're going to see, rather than kind of finding yourself like with the lack of motivation because maybe there wasn't the necessary response at some moment in time that you actually needed. The second part of August is just basically, this is when the time is going to happen, you know, when it comes to the actual unfinished something that you started before, and now as an unfinished business is going to bounce back. And most importantly, it's going to bring the new door as well in, and this new door are going to bring you the success. It's going to lead towards future planning, my babies, but also towards an important luxury and culmination moment as well. It's going to bring you the hope, absolutely remarkable, mind-blowing hope when it comes to the actual sign and realization that you are going to know the exact timing of something, but also most importantly prospects, very, very bright prospects, you know, with unlimited, beautiful, gorgeous possibilities that you didn't have before. And it's absolutely remarkable, because before, if that happened, you would be like, oh no baby, no. It's like fear of the unknown. So now this is going to be such a nice spiritual flip-flop moment where you're going to have the actual significant future planning rather than have a fear of the unknown. This is going to release you from the actual certain situation of like maybe feeling a little bit tricked in or kind of enslaved a little bit. So it's going to be remarkable, because that caused you and made you to have a lack of progress, believe me or not. But by the time we get to the last part of August, there is an absolutely mind-blowing financial opportunity that you are going to have and you're going to realize how powerful you are. And also the worries, the worries that you will have emotionally, you will just realize the worst is over. It's fantastic, because at the same time you will be having an important resolution, out of the situation where you maybe thought that there is going to be like a bit of a conflict. So this is going to be an amazing resolution at the end of August. And also when it comes to your professional life, if you're looking for work, if you're looking for a job, if you're trying to do things, my babies do this throughout the actual August. But at the end of August, something very important is going to take place. It doesn't mean that necessarily you're going to get this amazing job at the end of August, but most certainly what is happening at the end of August, it's going to play a mind-blowing role. So it could be 2 days later, it could be 1 week later, but please, if you're looking for a job, just keep going and keep on applying for as much as you can, because this is all about your own personal expansion. If you want a promotion, this is the time to show yourself. This is the time to shine brightly. If you're retired, this is also going to provide you with an option which is just going to be absolutely impossible to ignore, because it's going to help you to connect and to reconnect on a much higher level. This is way more deeper than just like a job or just an option, very, very important, because on one hand it's to do with you improving your life, but on another hand it's about casting out and get rid of the restrictions in your life that no longer serve you. It's about the recognition, very, very important and powerful recognition that you're gonna get and have at the end of the month. And this is why you need to make the most of it, because your energy will be so bright, so powerful, and you're going to be able to use this very, very wisely. Okay, so now my gorgeous Gemininis, darling, leave a light on for me. I'll be there before you close the door to give you all the love that you need. Darling, leave a light on for me. I was going to say, please, if you would like to support my channel, I would appreciate. The ways to support this channel this month is, like, if you see, the link is in the description below. I've placed the link to my Teespring website, and you can see my merchandising is there. It's basically the lines I've designed myself, like my t-shirts, tops, mugs, bags, like if you would like to support my channel, I would appreciate. And the link to my store is right in the description below. Okay, so now my gorgeous Gemininis, now basically when it comes to the couples, okay, 4 of coins, yeah, this is wonderful. But then again, there are 2 stages, 2 important things that are going to take place, okay? The first of all, it's basically don't plan anything together as the couple, because maybe it's not going to work this month, because you're going to have come up a little bit of like a difficulty in launching new projects, but as a couples only. But on another hand, it's the great time for planning, and there is some kind of plan that you're both going to come up, but it's not going to be the best for both of you to do it this month. September, yes, but not this month. Try to avoid. On another hand, you're both going to hear a very good news, because not that long ago you made a certain turn, both of you as a couple. You made a certain choice. Maybe people didn't believe it's good. People didn't believe it's right. So now, most certainly, you are going to get the greatest news when it comes to that particular progress, and that is going to be connected to the reward as well. The bottom line is this is to do with the satisfaction, is to do with an accomplishment, and also is going to lead towards a very important relationships. But on another hand, it's going to bring even more devotion in between you two. On another hand, something very special is going to happen for the couples when it comes to Gemininis this month. Very, very important moment when you will get together and you will realize how much you like each other indeed. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see for those of you that are single and ready to mingy, if it's anything going to happen. Oh la la, judgment. You see this? You've got a judgment. Now this is very interesting, and it's very powerful time for those of you that are single and ready to mingy, my gorgeous Gemininis, because there is so much that is going to happen this month, but also an important judgment you are going to make. Do you remember when I said about the judgment that you are going to make? This is an important moment in time, because it is just just going to basically not only mark the beginning of the right direction, not only going to mark the beginning of something really big, because this is most certainly going to be the step in the right direction, but at the same time, that judgment, that decision, an important decision that you are going to make, it's on one hand going to be connected, it's going to come out of the actual very important progress from the past that you will be able to see the result now. So this is going to reflect in you making a very powerful decision at the same time. But when when that happens, what is actually going to happen, not only that you're going to have a very strong and powerful sense of security, but that in itself, it's also going to make you realize that, you know, just keep going and keep going and keep going. And at the same time, you will understand something about the patience. Your patience is going to be rewarded, but most certainly it's to do with the actual adjustment that you're going to feel that you're going to need to make. Now, this is what I need you to pay attention to, is the adjustment that you're going to need to make. The adjustment that you're going to need to make, it's also going to be connected to the sign, an important sign. There is going to be like a little omen, good omen that you're going to have. This is for those of you Gemininis, you know, that are actually single and ready to mingy. And this is the time when things are going to start changing for you. But at the same time, the little omen, little sign, little animal that you're going to have, it's going to confirm that it's not going to be that long until someone very powerful walks into your life, comes into your life. And it's to do with the new stage, new opportunity, new option, but also very successful combination as well. And the fact that, you know, you will see this sign, this little bird, you know, you need to pay attention to what you were doing at the same, what you were thinking at the same time, because it's going to answer something quite important to you. But at the same time, this is going to be a little messenger to let you know that you're not going to be too long. You're not going to be by yourself for too long now. You know, it's going to be an indication when it comes to the actual timing as well. A great time to pay attention to synchronicities when the certain numbers are repeating, because that is also going to be connected to the actual timing and the answer when it comes to the certain timing. At that moment in time, my gorgeous Gemininis, when you start feeling very creative this month, at that moment in time when you feel the new beginning, that moment is also going to be the time when it comes to the actual gain, you know, when it comes to security, and but also at the same time the beginning of something very meaningful, you know. And what is going to happen, the beginning of something very meaningful, is going to put you on the new path, new direction. And that path, it's about to bring you someone very special into your life. You just have to understand, my gorgeous Gemini, that this is going to happen at the time when you start something new, you start a new path. This is going to bring you new people, new possibilities, new opportunities, new relationships. And one of these relationships is going to be that absolutely remarkable person who is about to walk into your life. Okay, my gorgeous Gemini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you, 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 I love you. I love every single one of you. Okay, my gorgeous Geminis, I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you, Gemini. Bye.